guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been such a long time since I filmed a video. It's been like 3 months, maybe over 3 months, which is unacceptable. But I'm here today with a collective makeup haul for you guys. I actually don't know how I'm filming this video for you guys because I told myself at the beginning of the year that I was going to be on a no-buy for a while, but you know how that goes. So let's just get into it. So the first things that I want to share with you are from Colourpop. I finally hopped on the bandwagon and decided to place an order. And I kind of wanted to try out some of their lippy sticks, a couple of their highlighters, and then I got a free eyeshadow. So I'll go ahead and start off with the highlighters. And the packaging just looks like this. I'm sure you guys have seen Colourpop all over YouTube, but it comes in a little box. And the highlighters, all of their cheek products are $8. So this one is called Butterfly Beach, and it's kind of like a champagne gold. And what's cool about Colourpop, or what makes them kind of different from other companies, is the texture of their products. It's like a cream to powder. So there it is right there, and I will swatch that for you. I do have this on as a highlighter today, but I have something on top which I will share in a little bit. But that's what it looks like, and these blend so easily. I don't think I have any other highlighters that blend as well as these do, so I really like these. I also picked up one in the shade Most Necessary, and I don't have any highlighters like this. If you're really fair, this actually could be more like a blush slash bronzer for you, because it's literally like an intense copper rose gold. I'll swatch that next to Butterfly Beach, but there it is right there, if you can see. And this is just the most gorgeous rose gold highlighter ever. This would look so good on like medium to dark skin. On me, I'm like barely getting away with it as a highlighter. I definitely think I could wear this as a blush as well. But those are the two highlighters that I picked up that I love. They're worth the hype. I also picked up some lippy sticks, and they actually send you a card for each product, and it tells you like tips and tricks on how to apply them, the ingredients, all that stuff. There's like really nice visuals, so that's a really nice touch. So their lippy sticks come packaged in a little box like this, and then on the inside it has the ingredients for all of the formulas. So this one is called Frenchie, and it's a matte, and it's like a really bright red. And I'd say they're matte finishes. When you first put them on, they're kind of more like a satin. They remind me of the Wet n Wild Mega Last lipsticks, but as time goes on and they kind of sit on your lips a little bit, they do become more matte. I also picked up Pinch. Well, actually I didn't pick this up. I actually ordered Pitch, but they sent me this one instead, which is called Pinch. But I did end up getting Pitch because they sent it to me for free when I contacted them. So I'll show you guys that one in a second. But this is just like almost like a My Lips but better type of nude for my skin tone. It's like a rosy, dusty nude, kind of like the Kylie Jenner nude, kind of like Velvet Teddy. And that's a matte too, if I didn't say that already. And then this one is Pitch, which is a really deep chocolate brown, and this one is also a matte. I don't know how well you guys are seeing these swatches. This one is called Luau, and I don't know if this one is limited edition for their summer collection. I'll swatch that one up here. And this one is a hyper glossy formula. This reminds me, the formula reminds me of the MAC Sheen Supreme lipsticks. It's really creamy and it has a nice shine to it. And then the last one is called Button, which is a satin finish, which is just like a tad bit more shiny or creamy than the matte finishes. And there it is right there. It's a really nice peachy, pinky nude. I was kind of expecting it to be more of a peachy brown, but it's more of a peachy nude. And if I didn't say, these smell so good. They smell like vanilla ice cream. Oh, so good. And then because it was like their 1-year birthday, they had this promotion where everyone got a free eyeshadow with their purchase, and the eyeshadow is called Birthday Girl. Instead of like the white packaging, it comes in this pink limited edition packaging, and this is what it looks like. Now mine actually fell out. Like, I don't know how it happened. I was trying to open it and it was stuck, and when I opened it, it fell out. But the texture of these is like squishy, almost like, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the e.l.f. Long Lasting Lustrous eyeshadow, which I've talked about before, which is like a moussey type of consistency. I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, but they're both kind of like that moussey consistency where once you apply it, it sets to a powder. But this shade is like a really light champagne-y bronze with a whole bunch of glitter in it. So there that is right there, if you can tell. Overall, I was very pleased with my Colourpop order, with the customer service, with the products I got, and I already have put some stuff in my cart for a later purchase. Okay, so next I want to talk about some drugstore foundations that I picked up. First is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless foundation, and I love the original Maybelline Fit Me. I also love the Maybelline Stick, so I decided to try this out. Now I have dry skin, so matte foundations tend to sometimes not work for me, but I find that this is actually wearable for me. I don't know if it's because it's the summer and my skin is just significantly less dry in the summertime, but I don't find that this is super matte. Like the Rimmel Stay Matte foundation or whatever, that is absolutely horrible on me, but this I actually really like, and I like to mix this sometimes with maybe like a liquid highlighter to kind of make it more of a satin finish. Now I will say the shades are different. In the Maybelline Fit Me original and the stick, I am in the shade 240 Golden Beige, and this one I'm in the shade 310 Sun Beige, and it's not, I feel like it's even lighter than the 240 Golden Beige, which is strange. The original Maybelline is more dewy, so I really, when it's 90 degrees, I can't really get away with that, but this is like my favorite summer foundation right now. I also picked up the Maybelline Dream Pure BB Cream, or 8-in-1 Beauty Balm. This one has the salicylic acid in it. I was going to pick up the original Dream BB Cream, which I really love, but they didn't have my shade. So I decided just to try this out, and I got it in medium deep sheer tint, and I love this. I feel like this gives really good coverage for a BB cream, but it still feels nice and lightweight. And then I picked up the Wet n Wild Coverall Cream Foundation in the shade 820 Medium Tan. I have yet to try this out. This is supposed to be medium to full coverage with a lightweight satin matte finish. I got this for like, I want to say less than $3 on sale, so I figured I would just try it out, but I've yet to try it out yet, so I'll probably talk about this in a future video when I do. I also picked up some concealers. This one is the Maybelline Master Conceal by Face Studio Camouflaging Concealer. I got this in the shade medium, and it's a little bit, it's not as light as I would like to use under my under eyes, but it's also not as dark as my skin tone. So I have been using this to kind of like spot conceal, but it is a little bit too light, but once I blend it in, you really can't tell. But I've been liking it lately. When I did use it under the eyes, I didn't find that it creased like crazy or anything. And then I picked up some of the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD concealers, which everybody talks about, everybody knows about. You can get them for very cheap off eBay. I got 3 of them for less than $9 with shipping. So the shades that I got are Creamy Beige, Pure Beige, and Medium Beige. I got Creamy Beige and Pure Beige to use as highlighters, so underneath the eyes or to highlight wherever I want on the face, and I got Medium Beige to spot conceal any redness or any blemishes. So I do have on Medium Beige right now to cover up some scars and some redness that I get around my mouth and around my nose, and then I used Pure Beige underneath my eyes. Now Creamy Beige is like for when I want like an intense highlight, but for like everyday use, I like to use Pure Beige. Next I want to talk about this lash out set that I got from Sephora inside JCPenney. This was $25, but this is a great value because you get 5 sample sizes of high-end mascaras. So you get the Bare Minerals Lash Domination, Too Faced Better Than Sex, Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, Kat Von D Immortal, and Buxom Lash Mascara. So the only one that I've tried is the Too Faced Better Than Sex, and it's in my makeup bag right now, which I like. I don't find it to be like super impressive, but I know a lot of people like that mascara. I'm really excited to try the Lights Camera Lashes because I know a lot of people like that one as well. You get a voucher, so after you try all the mascaras and you decide that you really like one, you can bring this voucher back to Sephora inside JCPenney, and then you get a full size of that mascara for free. Okay, so when I went to Orlando, I went to a CCO for the first time, and if you don't know what a CCO is, it's Cosmetic Company Outlet. No, you know what, actually I went to a CCS, Cosmetic Company Store, but I believe Cosmetic Company Outlet is the same thing. And what it is a store that sells makeup for a discounted price. I want to say up to 30% off, and a lot of times they'll have like limited edition items or items from like past collections like MAC, Estee Lauder, and it'll all be discounted. But they also have permanent items as well. So I picked up 5 things, and you guys don't know how excited I was when I saw this CCS. It was in the premium outlets. I don't remember which one because there's 2, but if I can remember, I'll probably put it in the description box below. So the first thing I want to show you guys is this Riri, well, it's from the Riri Hearts matte collection, and it's the Love Rihanna bronzing powder. And this was like super popular when it came out, and it sold out, and I wasn't able to get my hands on it, but I got it for $21. And it's basically just like a satiny bronzer, but it has kind of like a rose gold overlay. So the R is going to come off with time. Like, it's not always going to have this rose gold part, but I'll show you what it looks like all swept together. And I have this on today just to warm up my face. I didn't use it to contour, but that's what it looks like. Super pretty. And then I got this MAC In For A Treat Pearl Matte Face Powder. I think this was like in the Shop Cook collection or something like that. One of those collections that sounds like that. I'm not exactly sure though. But it's a Pearl Matte Face Powder, which I've never had. I've never tried any of MAC's Pearl Matte Face Powders. So I was using this as a spot highlighter, and I really wasn't liking the result I was getting. You guys can see it's not like a super intense highlighter, which I like. Like a few days ago, I decided to just try to put it all over my face, not as a setting powder, but as a finishing powder, and I actually really liked the result I got. It just gave my skin like a boost. It made it look a little bit more glowy. This was $21 as well. And then I picked up a lipstick. This is called La Vie en Rouge, and it's a matte finish. I don't know what collection this was in, but I'm pretty sure this was limited edition, and I think I paid $11.50 for this, and that's what it looks like. It's like a bright reddish coral shade. I also picked up one of the Clinique Cheek Pop Blush Pop blushes in the shade Peach Pop, and this is actually a permanent item. This is in the shade Peach Pop, and these blushes are so beautiful. They give you a really nice sheen, but they don't have any shimmer in it. So it's not going to emphasize your pores or anything. It's just going to make you look really luminous. And the blush is just beautiful with the flower imprint. The flower imprint is like really deeply in there, so it's not going to like brush away after you use it a few times. And I want to say this was $14 compared to the $20 or $21 that they are in the store. And then the last thing I have been obsessed with, this is probably my favorite thing that I got out of all the stuff that I got at the CCS. And this is the Estee Lauder Signature 5-Tone Shimmer Powder for eyes, cheeks, face in the shade Bronze Shimmer. So you can use this as a eyeshadow, you can use it as a highlighter. That's what I've been using it as. And can we just take a second? I mean, this is just gorgeous. This was $28, so I don't know how much the retail price was for this, but I want to say that this was like limited edition as well. And I have that on top of the Colourpop Butterfly Beach that I showed you. And this just gives you the most amazing, like, light golden celebrity J-Lo type glow. I don't know if you can see that, but it's beautiful. It's so silky, and it's just beautiful to look at. Like, I love the packaging. I love everything about it. Ugh. Okay, I picked up some other things from just MAC, like just the MAC counter at Macy's. I picked up Velvet Teddy, which is super popular. It's a matte finish, and this is supposedly what Kylie Jenner wears. It's just a beautiful brownish nude to wear. And of course I had to pick up Whirl lip liner because that's, rumor has it, that's what she wears with Velvet Teddy. But it's just a really nice coordinating lip liner. So that's what that looks like. I also picked up Honey Love, which I don't know where it's at right now, which is making me kind of sad, but that one is more of a light matte nude. Then I also picked up a sheer tone shimmer blush in the shade Spring Sheen. I was just browsing around the MAC counter, and this really caught my eye. I'm like a sucker for peach blushes. This one kind of reminds me of like NARS Orgasm. It has a beautiful gold sheen. I don't even know if you can see that, but it's so pretty and like reflective. This is like perfect for the summertime. Okay, a couple other blushes that I've picked up. This is the Ruby Kisses All Over Glow Bronzing Powder. I believe Ruby Kisses is like exclusively found at local beauty supply stores or online. I know I used to collect Ruby Kisses lip glosses when I was like in middle school, so I know it's been around for a while. But this is in the shade Flush Glow, and it's advertised as a bronzer, but for me this could be more of a blush slash highlight because it has kind of like a peachy tone to it. And this was only $3.99, and I've been loving this blush lately just to give me like that nice sun-kissed flushed look that I absolutely love. And it has a really nice sheen to it. The formula isn't the best. It's kind of dry and chalky at first. You kind of have to break the surface, but once you do, it's fine. And it's beautiful. I also picked up Milani's Baked Blush in Luminoso. Finally, this is like a cult classic. Literally everyone loves this blush, and I can see why. I have it on today, but I really don't know how well you can like tell what these products look like on my face, but it's just a really pretty luminous peachy blush. It's like gorgeous. I'd say this would be best for light to medium skin tones because it is more on the light side. But I absolutely love the Milani Baked Blushes. The formula is fantastic. And I also picked up a Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Sienna. Now this is a matte bronzer. This was limited edition, so I had to pick this up off of eBay. So I will link the seller down below if they're still selling them. But I've been wearing this bronzer non-stop. This is what I used to contour with today, if you can tell. But I really like it because it's warm toned, but it's not too orange and it's not too red. These swatches are like really horrible right now, but that's what it looks like. And I applied it with this brush that I picked up off of eBay. Contouring brushes and contouring period is like all the rage these days, but contouring brushes can be so expensive. I know that the NARS Eat a Brush is super expensive, but I have been seeing some like drugstore companies come out with some e.l.f. specifically, but I just looked up contouring brush online and I found this one for like $3. This is literally so soft and it gives you such a precise line because it's dense, but it's not super dense that you can't blend it out. For $3, you cannot beat that compared to like a $50 brush, which is like what some of these brushes are costing. So I'll definitely link them down below. It's super soft, it hasn't shed. $3. Okay, sorry if the angle changed, but I had to take my battery out and charge it for a little bit. I was talking about these City Color lip liners that I ordered off of eBay in a set of 12 for, I want to say $12, around $12 plus free shipping. These are probably like the best lip liners I have tried so far. High-end, drugstore, these are like the best. They're super creamy and super pigmented to the point where you can wear them alone. A lot of lip liners are hard to wear as like on their own without like a lipstick or a lip gloss because they're like really drying. These are super creamy, super pigmented, and super cheap. I have 12 of them. I'm not going to swatch them all, but I'll just show you guys a couple of them. This one is called Sangria. It's like a really nice kind of like burgundy purple color. And then there's one called Porcelain, which is actually like a really light flesh toned one. Luster Lux here on YouTube actually says she likes to wear this one in her waterline, like a nude eyeliner. Camellia, which is a really nice kind of like bright corally pink. And then you have your neutrals. This one is called Natural. It's just a really nice nude shade. And I apologize if the lighting is changing. You know what? I'm going to turn the light on. And this one is called Ruby. So that's just a red one. So it comes with like some deep colors, some nudes, a couple of brighter colors like pinks, oranges, and it's just a really nice set to have. This is really good if you don't have many lip liners. It has like a nice variety of colors. So I will link the eBay seller that I got these from down below. I picked up a liquid lipstick from Kat Von D, one of her everlasting liquid lipsticks. I actually got this from TJ Maxx for $6.99. These retail for $20 or $21 at Sephora. It's in the shade Backstage Barbie, which is a permanent shade, but compared to the newer packaging, you can see this one has less product and it's smaller. So I have seen these the last few times I went to TJ Maxx. I've still seen this shade, so if you're interested, I would suggest like checking out your local TJ Maxx. It's like a really bright neon Barbie pink, and this is one of those formulas where it's like more of a liquidy consistency, but once it's set, it's literally like set. Like it's not gonna go anywhere. It's super, super matte. The lipstick that I'm wearing right now is actually a Smitten Lip Tint Mousse from LA. Is it LA? LA Splash. These have been gaining a lot of popularity lately on the internet, on YouTube, on Instagram. This is in the shade Love Good. And I have been searching for a shade like this literally for forever. What I have on my lips right now, and it's kind of hard to describe. It's like a purpley, mauvey brown. These actually claim to be waterproof. Now they do have a scent that's kind of like a chemically scent, so it's not the best, but it wears off right away. Like you can't even smell it after like a minute of having it on your lips. But I absolutely love this. Oh, and I first applied this, I want to say like around 10:30 this morning. It's now 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've only applied a little bit on the inner parts because I have been eating and drinking and talking, and I've found that it kind of faded just a little bit. Like on the inside, transfer proof. I picked up 3 of the NYX matte lipsticks. The first one is called Whipped Caviar, and it's almost similar to what I have on my lips right now. It's just not as dark. It's like that pinky brownie mauve color. Let's swatch it on my wrist. So there's that, and the formula of these lipsticks is so creamy and not drying at all. This one is called Spirit. It's a much lighter kind of peach toned nude. Very light though. I have to definitely pair this with like a lip liner or a gloss on top. I don't even know if you can see that because it's so light. And then this one is called Eurotrash, and this is supposed to be a dupe for Velvet Teddy, and I'm actually going to swatch them side by side. So this one is Eurotrash and this one is Velvet Teddy. Velvet Teddy is just a little bit lighter. I'd say if you were looking for a cheaper alternative to Velvet Teddy, Eurotrash would be a good option. I also picked up one of their macaron lippies in Black Sesame. This is a gray lipstick. I don't know, I haven't worn this yet. I don't know if I'll ever wear a straight up gray lipstick, but gray tone nudes are really in right now, so this might be a good lipstick to kind of mix in with different nudes to give it that kind of grayish tint. I also got one of their butter glosses in the shade Ginger Snap. These lip glosses are super pigmented, they smell great, and they're not sticky. And that's what that looks like. It's a dark brown gloss. I don't have any lip glosses like this, so I picked that up. And I also got one of their soft matte lip creams in the shade London. These are my favorite. I love these lip creams. Unlike the Kat Von D and the LA Splash, these are, like they say, more of a soft matte. They're not as super duper ultra matte like the other ones are. And that's just like a light brown. It almost looks like my natural lip color when it's on. I also picked up 2 of the Wet n Wild lipsticks. I'm not sure what these are called. These are the 99-cent ones, but they redid like the formula and the packaging of the old ones. The old ones were like the silk finish lipsticks and they were silver. So they redid some of the old shades, and they also came out with some new shades. So this shade is called Cashmere, and this is one of the older shades. And this is supposed to be a dupe for Rihanna's Viva Glam 2 lipstick. The one that's like taupey silvery and shimmery. So there it is right there. So I definitely recommend this if you like that look because it's only 99 cents and it's not really like a risk. And then this one is a new shade and it's called Will You Be With Me? And it's like a really pretty cool toned creamy baby pink. And the formula of these lipsticks is so nice. They're super super creamy and comfortable on. I don't know how well you can see that. And they're only 99 cents. I also picked up 2 of the Mega Last lipsticks. I absolutely love these lipsticks. I talked about these before. They're only $2 and they're literally like the best, some of the best, if not the best drugstore lipsticks out. So this one is Pretty Persimmon, which I've had before, but I had to get a new one. It's like a bright orange, orangey, reddish orange. And then this one is called Sandstorm. And this is like a mid-tone cinnamony brown. I also got the Jordana Modern Matte lipstick in the shade, what's it Matte Dare. The names are so stupid because they all have like matte in front of them. I think Milani does that with their lipsticks too. That's so stupid to me. But anyways, I thought this was going to be like a really deep plummy color, but it looks like Wet n Wild's Sugar Plum Fairy to me. Kind of like Mac Rebel. So it's okay. I mean, it reminds me a lot of the Mega Lash lipsticks, but I think I prefer the Mega Lash lipsticks more. And then I got this e.l.f. matte lip color in the shade Tea Rose. This is a shade that I have like ignored forever, but once the Lime Crime Cashmere came out, the LA Splash Ghoulish came out, I decided to try it out. It's like a purpley, grayish, mauvey, weird color. And the very last product that I have to show you is this NYC Expert Lash Lip Lacquer. And I want to say the shade is like Riverside Romance or something. The shade is on the like sticker that comes off, which is also dumb. But it's like a peachy, like a really creamy peachy color. I wouldn't describe this, I don't know, it doesn't seem like a lip lacquer to me. It's more like a really pigmented lip gloss. I definitely have to wear this like on top of something because it's like super light, but it's a beautiful color. Okay, that's it for everything. That's everything I have to show you guys in this haul video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys stopping by to tune in. Subscribe if you haven't already. I will leave links down below to social media like Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, as well as links to places that you can find the products that I mentioned. As always, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!